Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to walk you through the Documents and Contracts section of GoldStar Pro, which allows you to create contracts and documents that can be electronically signed by multiple parties. In this video, we'll set up a simple one-time agreement. In future videos, I'll guide you through the process of uploading an existing PDF document that you can add signature fields to, and in another video, I'll show you how to set up templates so that we can fully automate document signing as part of your sales process. To find the Documents and Contracts area, start on the home screen of GoldStar Pro and click on Payments. From there, navigate to Documents and Contracts. This is where all your existing documents and contracts are stored. First, let's click on the Settings icon to set the default details for agreements sent by your company. In this section, you can update the customer notifications. You can configure the email sender with the from name and the from email. Further down, you can customize the notifications sent to your customer using a default email template, or you can use a template created inside of Marketing, Emails, Templates. Here you can also update the email subject. By default, the system uses the location name, that is, your company name as shown at the top left of your screen, followed by the document name, which you'll learn how to customize shortly. Finally, at the bottom of the page, you can customize the notification that goes to the customer when a document is signed. On the right-hand side, you can toggle this on or off. If you'd like it to be turned on, you can again use either a default template or create your own, and you can customize the email subject as well. Once done, go ahead and click on Save, and then at the top of the page, we can move to Team Notifications. Here we can update the same information, keeping in mind that these notifications will be going out to you and or your team. Finally, at the bottom of the list on the left-hand side, we can click on Product Invoicing. If you're using the document to create a quote for your customer, you can toggle this switch to have an invoice sent to them automatically once the document has been signed. Now let's go ahead and click on the Back button at the top left of the page so we can start setting up our first agreement. To create a new agreement, click on New. Here you have two options. You can either upload an existing PDF or create a new template from scratch. In this training, we'll create a brand new document. When the new page loads, name your document across the top of the screen. This is the document name that will be included in the subject line of the email sent to your customer. Once done, click on the plus icon at the top left of the screen to begin adding details to the document. For example, to include your company logo, drag the image element into the document. Then on the right-hand side of the screen, look for Image URL. Click on the icon button, and within your media library, find your logo. Double-click on it to load it into the document. Once loaded, you can customize the image. For example, you might want to change the alignment. If it's a colored image, you may prefer to have the system automatically change it to black and white, which is ideal for printed documents. Further down the screen, you can change the height and width of the image, and at the bottom of the page, you can add a margin or padding. Let's go ahead now and add the details of the agreement. For this example, I'm going to create a simple service agreement. At the top left of the page, click on the plus icon and drag the text element into the page. Then you can create the text or copy it in from another document. We can then update the information within the document, entering the customer's details and the agreement specifics. Remember, in this video, we're creating a one-time agreement. In another video, I'll show you how to create a template that can be sent to your customers with variables like name and date automatically updated. Next, we might want to customize the format of the text. As you do in many other parts of GoldStar Pro, simply highlight the text that you want to change and then use the icons across the top of the page. You can change the font size, work with different headings, change the alignment, work with lists, change font colors, and more. If you make a mistake and want to go back, you can do so clicking the back button. On the left-hand side of the page, we can see a note that points out a PDF page break. This highlights that our content runs over a standard page size. To fix this, at the bottom of the page, we can click on the plus icon and add a new page. We can then move some of the text to page 2. To customize the page details, click on the 3 dots above the page itself. Here you can delete the page, duplicate it, or select page properties to make changes. To add additional elements to your agreement, click on the plus icon at the top left of the page again and drag the required element onto the page. You have the option to add extra images or insert a video. You can also work with tables that allow you to lay out your text on the page. And if you're creating a quote or invoice for a customer, you can insert a product list where you can choose a product from within your GoldStar Pro account. On the right-hand side of the page, you can update the product specifics. If you ever want to remove an element, simply select the element and click the trash icon. With that done, let's start adding some signature fields. At the top left of the page, click on the plus icon again. From the fillable fields section, drag across a signature field, a text field where the signer can write their name, and a date field. This document is to be signed by 2 people, so we'll repeat this process for the second person. If you have terms that you'd like them to acknowledge by checking a box, you can add a checkbox. And if you'd like them to initial the bottom of each page, you can add an initials field. You can move these around on the page as necessary, and using the dot at the bottom right of the field, you can resize it. Next, let's add the details of the people who will sign this document. At the top left of the page, click on the Recipients icon. Under Primary Client, select the name of the person this agreement will go to. To add the second person who will sign this agreement, click on Add More Recipients and again select the name of the person. If you'd like to set the signing order, that is, the order in which GoldStar Pro will send this document for signing, toggle the Set Signing Order option and drag recipients into the correct order. GoldStar Pro will send this to the first person on the list, and once signed, it will automatically be sent to the second person, and so on and so forth. If you've added a signature box for yourself, it will then come back awaiting your signature. Now that we've added all the recipients to this list, we need to specify where each individual needs to sign. If we go back to the fillable elements and click on the first one, the Properties tab will open. Under To Be Signed By, you can use the drop-down to change the signer. You can also change the placeholder, which is the text that appears inside the fillable field. At the bottom, you can check or uncheck the box next to Show Signer Name, which displays the name above the field. We'll repeat this process for each of the fillable fields. With that done, click on Save at the top of the page and then click on Preview to have a look at the agreement we've created. If you notice any changes that need to be made, go back to the document area, make those changes and save the document again. There are 2 other tabs to be aware of at the top left of the page. The Pages tab allows you to quickly and easily move between pages within the document, which is incredibly useful if you're working with a long document. The Document Variables tab allows you to create document-specific details, which can be copied and pasted into various places within the document as necessary. If you'd like to create additional variables, you can click the plus icon and add the specifics. Let's go ahead and save one more time and then click on the Send button at the top right of the page. This will give you the ability to send the document via email or share it directly via a link. If you click on Send via Link, a new pop-up will open and you'll see unique links that can be shared with the desired recipients. Alternatively, you can click on Send by email and the document will go out immediately after clicking the button. Now that the document has been sent, we'll click on Back at the top left of the page, which will take us back to the main page. In the centre of the page, we can see any drafts we've been working on. If we click on the Waiting for Others tab, we'll be able to see the document we've just sent. You'll also be able to see the customer that we're currently waiting on. If we click on the Completed tab, we can see documents that have been finalised. And if we click on the 3 dots on the right-hand side, we have a number of options, including the ability to download a PDF copy of the document. Let's have a quick look at the PDF document here. You'll see all the information, and at the bottom of the agreement, there is a digital signature certificate with full details on when it was viewed, when it was signed, the IP address that was used, that is, the address of the device that the customer signed it on, and the location they were in at the time of signing. So, there you have it, a very simple process you can use to send one time agreements to your customers. In an upcoming video, I'll walk you through creating an agreement by uploading a PDF, along with another video that will teach you a more advanced strategy where we'll create a document template and use it in conjunction with our workflow area to send documents to customers automatically during the sales process. It'll also insert customer specific information, making the process of getting documents signed super easy. If you have any questions about this, feel free to jump on with live chat, join one of our coaching calls, or ask in the support community.